Om Jnanandimrandasya Jnananjanasakya Chakshurunmritam Jnana Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, starting from 1.1.11. As I have described in the first part, what is one, first one, what is second one. So, here it is stated very famous verse, Anya Vilasta Sunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavratam Anukulyan Krishnan Shranam Bhakti Uttama. The definition of Bhakti, Uttam Bhakti, given by Srila Goswami. The translation, His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj says. It is also Prabhupada Maharaj sometimes has also translated in this way. And the highest bhakti is defined as continuous service or emotions directed towards Krishna. His expansion forms or others are related to him with a pleasing attitude toward Krishna. It should be devoid of desires other than the desire to please the Lord and unobstructed by impersonal jnana, the materialistic rituals of karma and other unfavorable acts. So, Srila Jiva Goswami has given a very detailed expansions on this verse. So, I would rather like to speak the next verse, that is 1.1.12. Here it is stated that Srila Rupa Goswami quotes from Narada Pancharatra. This is also a description of Bhakti. Sarvapadi vinirmuktam tat paratyana nirmanam risikena risikesa sevanam bhakti ruchyate. This is also famous verse. So, Narada Pancharatra says, Bhakti is defined as service to the Lord using the senses. It should be done with the intention of pleasing the Lord, free of other desires and unobstructed by other processes. So, Jiva Goswami in his commentary says, in this verse, Tat Paratyena is the equivalent of Anukulyena. Sarvapadi Vinirmukta, devoid of all conditions, is equivalent to Annavilasa Sunya, as we have described in the first verse, verse 10. Sevanam is the equivalent to Anushilanam, and Nirmalam is the equivalent of Jnana Karma Janavratam. The superior nature of this bhakti, Uttamatam, is understood by its very nature, and thus it is not stated in words. So, in the next three verses, that is 13 to 15, Rupa Goswami says, quoting from Bhagavatasya Tritiya Skandhe, 3rd canto, 29th chapter, text 12 to 14. He quotes from this Bhagavatam. Ayatuki Abbhaveta Javakti Purushottame, 13, verse 13. Verse 14, Salukya Shasti Samipya Sarupye Kattam Apita Diyamanam Na Grunandi Vinamat Sevanam Jana, that is verse 14. Sa eva bhakti yogakya atantika udahrita, verse 15. This is also stated in the 3rd canto. These are the characteristics of transcendental loving service to Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is without other desires and it is not contaminated by karma or jnana. In this type of bhakti, my devotees do not accept Salokya, Sasti, Sarupya, Samipya or oneness with me. Even if I offer these liberations in preference to serving me, this is called Bhakti Yoga and is deleted as declared as the highest object of human pursuit. So it is from 3rd canto, 29th chapter, text 12 to 14. This is stated by Kapildev. You can refer to our Bhagavatam series also. In the commentary, Srila Jiva Goswami says, in this verse, the word ahetuki or without cause means anavilasa sunya, and the word abhyavahita, that is not separate, means jnana karmadi anavratam. The bhakti mentioned here is Bhava Rupa Bhakti. Yeah? Bhava Rupa Bhakti. However, the understanding the undeviating active form, that is Chesta Rupa of this bhakti, is also included. Its nature of being free of other desires, ahituki, is illustrated with the rejection of Shalokya, etc. In verse 14, the word Jasyam should be understood to precede the statement of verse 13, so that it is connected with the previous sentence. The word Atantika means the highest object of human pursuit. So 3 verses describes about this bhakti also. This is also stated by Lord Kapildev to his mother, Madhavhuti. So verse 16 says, this is also very important verse, Salokyadi Padyastha Bhaktokarsha Nirupanam Bhakti Visuddhata Vyakta Lakshane Paryavasyati. That is, the description of the excellence of the devotee in the above verse amounts to describing the characteristics of bhakti by revealing its purity. Even if the Lord gives take these liberations, the devotee doesn't take. So that is the characteristics of the excellence of the devotee. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur in his purport says that how can a description of the excellence of devotees in the verse starting Salokya be used to indicate bhakti? That verse is placed in the middle of the other 2 verses, 13 and 15, and cannot be removed because it describes the glories of the devotees. It is not suitable for the topic. The verse 16 answers the objection because pure bhakti without other desires exists in that devotee. The devotee doesn't accept Salokya and other goals. Therefore, the description of other glories of the devotee in the verse amounts to describing bhakti because the devotee reveals the purity of that bhakti. So, now I will rather conclude here because there is next verse, verse 17. There is a very famous verse that while we are doing this bhakti means it has 6 results. Prasagni, Subhadha, Mukhya Labhukta, Krut, Sudurlabha, Sandhananda, Visheshatma, Sri Krishna, Karsani, Chasa. So these things we will describe in the next verse, next part or next lecture. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe channel, like our channel, and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna